Hello Gavin, this is the video for your ECUMaster Black harness on your 2JZ-GTE VVT-i, and that's going into your Soarer. So obviously the harness is all here. You've probably seen, we've been doing a couple of videos about ECUMaster, so you've probably seen the majority of it. We're obviously using our GS300 2JZ engine to do the starting and testing. So all of these here, you see these all are temporary starter harnesses. This is the injector harness for the Denso injectors. Obviously yours is different, and we are running the waste the spark coils in this particular case because the coils, big coils, don't fit underneath this throttle body. But as you can see, everything is obviously built all new. It's all labeled for you. You've got your alternator plug there, temperature, temp for your dash, crank sensor over there, runs over the top, goes along to all your injectors, and then you got it come down here and you've got your throttle plug, so that's going to go off to your throttle for your particular front facing intake from the 2JZ-GTE. You've got your oil sensor over here, you've got your Bosch wideband NOx sensors in there, and we've given you a reverse plug over here, okay, and there's your starter solenoid as well. And so that's pretty much the entire harness there. Now obviously in your case you've got the Audi coils, the short one. So you'll see here, there's your Audi coil harness, and there's your injector harness, because you've got the ID 1050s, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so in terms of obviously being plug and play into your Soarer, we've got the grommet that's going to go into your firewall. We've got the plugs that are going to go into your engine bay and plug into the fuse boxes over there and turn everything on. We've got your orange body plug, your grey body plug, and then this one over here is just an auxiliary plug. And what I mean by that is essentially it's all the unused inputs and outputs from here. They go to here. Now you'll see there's something already in there, and that is your EDL data logger. So that's over here, and we've obviously got that all powered up. It's up to date with the most up-to-date firmware, and obviously it's got Bluetooth capability. So I'm just going to open up Real Dash quickly, and you'll see we're getting all the data through there. So we've got 86 degrees coolant temp, that's your map sensor over there, RPM and so on. When we start it up, I'll actually show you that this does actually work, etc. So just so you can see that. This is obviously Real Dash. ECUMaster have their own app. You can get a tablet, run Real Dash on it inside the car and get all the information that you want. These are obviously fully customizable, so you can pretty much do whatever you want there. And then obviously we've got your two oil pressure sensors there. We've got your lambda as well. So you'll see here at the back of the harness is what I call our expansion harness. So you've got your fuel pressure sensor there, you've got your lambda plug there, and then we've got your Mac boost valve hooked up there as well. Okay, so these are all designed to sort of live on the firewall at the back of the engine over there. Okay, so everything is really, really straightforward. Obviously Tom at Crest is going to obviously fit everything for you, get it all running and tested and everything. I'm going to show you that it all runs and everything is okay. That everything is working as it is. We'll look at the Bluetooth data from there, and that'll be absolutely fine. So I'll give the paperwork to you and Tom on this auxiliary plug, what is in here. But as your harness was a sort of a half modular, obviously we've got the coil plug, so if you ever want to change your coils, nice and easy. Got your injector plug if you ever want to change your injectors, again super easy, just unplug, plug in the new set. Same with the coils. The expansion plug, you've pretty much filled out the majority of it here. I think there's only sort of one thing left that you can have in there, so that's already filled out as well. Obviously you've opted for the Bosch wideband NOx sensor, so we've built that as part of the harness. You've opted for the oil pressure sensor, so we've obviously built that as part of the harness. That's not a modular section over there. And then we built the throttle as a modular one, because we know you guys like to obviously change over to Bosch throttle bodies and change intakes and so on and so forth. So we did do that as a sub harness, even though we knew what throttle you're going to have. So that's the reason that we've done that for. Okay. And then obviously the map sensor is built in to the ECUMaster ECU, but there is actually availability in the expansion harness. So if you find that fitting the a vacuum hose all the way through is not ideal for you, we could actually make you another expansion harness and put a map sensor, an external map sensor in there as well. So that's just for you to know, basically. You can make a decision when it's all fitted. I'm sure you'll be fine with just fitting that in, but that option is available to you there. Okay, so again, really, really straightforward. I've done quite a few videos on the ECUMaster now, so you've actually seen us set up your inputs and outputs and so on and so forth. Don't worry, before I pack this all up, I'll change it to, you know, individual coilover plugs and change all the settings back and so on for you. So this is just basically, I just wanted to fire this up so you can see it. I wanted you to see your EDL data log working. I wanted you to see all the Bluetooth working, etc. And so that's all good. So again, not really much to say. Obviously Tom's going to fit it all, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. But what I'm going to do now is I am going to put my earbuds on, or my ear defenders on, because again, very, very loud. And what we're going to do is we're going to fire it up. You're going to come over here, you're going to see all the data over there. Obviously we've connected everything relevant to your body plug, so things like your oil light for your dash is connected all in there. So is your rev counter, so is your check engine lights, everything is in there, so it's straight plug and play into your Soarer. Okay, so that's no problems there at all. So let me get my ear defenders on. Okay. Now I'm controlling the fuel pump via this little fuse over here, but obviously everything is built into your car. As we discussed with Tom, what we'll do is we'll replace the fuel pump ECU with a relay in order to control that, just to bypass that thing, because they break and it's just not worth it at the end of the day. So I'm going to quickly turn on the fuel pump here. Okay, so we got the fuel pump kicking, and obviously your starter is in the fuse box plug over there. And here we go. Okay, so you can see obviously we set everything up. So your throttle and everything is already done. We've set it to idle nicely for you. But you can see it's all running exactly as it should. And obviously that's plugged into your throttle plug, so we know all the plugs there and everything is 100%. And going over here now, you can actually see you're getting RPM data. There's your map sensor over there, that's your coolant temp over there, and obviously you can change all of these. So we've got nothing really relevant there, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that the Bluetooth is communicating over. We've got that over there. At the bottom is your throttle position sensor, so you'll see as I open up the throttle. Okay, so before I annoy the neighbors, I'm just going to kill the fuel pump. There you go. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm quite happy with it. I've gone through everything on here. Obviously we'll still go through with Tom when he gets it on his side to make sure everything is all right. We'll check timing again. We'll make sure I haven't got any timing drift, etc, etc. We do have build photos, so obviously they will come at the end of this video. So if you want to stick around and see what it all looks like underneath, then feel free to do that. But yeah, that's about it. So we're going to get this in a box for you, and it's coming up this week to Tom. So hopefully you guys can get it fitted in the next week, and we can get it all started up in your car for you. But that's it. And anybody else, if you have any questions about things like ECUMaster, etc., please feel free to drop them down there. If you have any questions about, you know, the modular harness, feel free to drop it feel free to drop a comment at the bottom. We'll try and get back to you as quick as we can. But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again. Goodbye.